Hello everybody, welcome back to a very exciting video for me. This is a announcement for a record that I've been hoping for now for going on almost 11 years, and that is the sophomore album by former Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers piano player, key player, whatever you want to call him, session man extraordinaire, Benmont Tench. This is a very, very exciting announcement for me. He's just announced his second album called The Melancholy Season, which is out on March 7th on Dark Horse Records. Now, that is the same Dark Horse Records that was founded by George Harrison of the Beatles. And obviously, George Harrison had a huge connection with Tom Petty back in the day. They were two parts of the Traveling Wilburys, the super group that I love that introduced me to real music. And Benmont, has played on sessions for everybody from, Don Henley to Stevie Nicks to Bob Dylan, to the Avett Brothers to, everybody in between. So this is very, very exciting. Now, his first album was called You Should Be So Lucky, which is right here. A lot of people don't know that this album exists. This album is a who's who of stars. It was put out on Blue Note Records, which is kind of cool. Produced by Glenn Johns, who you might know from Beatles lore. This album has a bunch of Benmont solo cuts, as well as some uh, um, covers, that's the word, including Corina Corina and Duquesne Whistle from Bob Dylan. There is Benmont right there looking cool. And he's been teasing new music now for a long time, and has been very, very busy with the Heartbreakers camp. They've put out several Tom Petty related archive projects ever since Petty passed away in 2017. Tom Petty actually plays bass on that album, You Should Be So Lucky, on one track. And obviously, with that passing, the retirement of the band kind of immediately. Benmont's been doing a bunch of stuff. He's been he toured with Stevie Nicks for a little bit. He's been doing some on again, off again stuff with Mike Campbell from the Dirty Knobs, obviously his former bandmate from the Heartbreakers. But let me read a little bit about the Melancholy Season. The single is out now. It's the title track. Just listen to it. Very, very mellow, piano based, obviously. Benmont kind of has this soft, smoky voice. And for those of you that don't know, Benmont has actually been struggling with some cancer in his mouth, which has kind of affected his speaking voice right now. Very thankful that he's still with us, able to celebrate and putting this record out. So again, I'm getting this from ultimateclassicrock.com. Benmont Tench will release a new solo album, The Melancholy Season, out March 7th. It's produced by Jonathan Wilson. It includes guest performances by Taylor Goldsmith, who is a member of the band Dawes, who Benmont has been an advocate for years. Sarah Watkins, who is in Nickel Creek, who I've actually met before. Jenny O and Sebastian Steinberg. Benmont's also announced a small tour that's going to start in America February 18th in New York and ends April 12th in Sonoma, California, which that all can be found on his website. And I also recommend go to Benmont Tench's website. There's a great essay there written by Rolling Stone lead writer David Frick. It's a really, really great essay talking about Benmont's career, talking about this record, everything that goes with it. Yeah, so again, the music video is up, The Melancholy Season. If I remember, I'll post a link to the video in the description. So Benmont says that the meaning of the song Melancholy Season is subject to every listener's interpretation, but I will say that the Orion, like the constellation in the song, is the constellation Orion, whose arrival in the night sky above my old house always signaled the coming of colder weather and the emotional change that came with it. It's a really, really pretty song. It looks like it's going to be 13 tracks. We have The Melancholy Season, Pledge, Rattle, Not Enough, If She Knew, I Will Not Follow You Down, Under the Starlight, Back, Like Crystal, Wobbles, You Again, The Driving Man, and Dallas. And if I understand right, these are all original tunes from Benmont. Now, hopefully, we will get some more tour dates from Ben. He likes to play a lot of the jazz clubs, which is understandable. He's not going to pull the same crowd even that Mike Campbell can pull. Um, but I'm just seeing here if there's any other good information. But yeah, but the producer Jonathan Wilson, he's produced people like Dawes, Margot Price, Father John Misty, and again, very very exciting to have this. Um, yeah, so he's been teasing this for a little bit. Obviously, he's been in some kind of poor health recently, but again, we are very very happy to have a record to finally follow this thing up right here. So go check it out. I've already pre-ordered it on vinyl and CD. You should too. Give Ben some love. Great to have these guys making music like this. All right, let me know what you think. Let me know if you've heard of this. Let me know if you've heard You Should Be So Lucky by Ben. And comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. In the meantime, y'all be good. Take care. We'll talk to you in the next one. Bye now.